Imagine you hiding far away, cloaked in nature while tracking every moment of the enemy and taking them out with a single bullet. What a feeling! In war and battlefield games, sniping has been one of the most exciting and intense roles to play. The best sniper games thrive off moments like these, whether it's the challenge of adapting for bullet drop or the simple pleasure of watching a group of enemies break down in fear as you take the unlucky goons out one by one. Here are the best sniper games all sharpshooters must have. Do you want to be kept up to date on the latest gaming industry news and releases? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and click on the bell button for the most up-to-date information on all things gaming. #15. GoldenEye 007. In 1997, Rare created GoldenEye 007, which was only available for the Nintendo 64. Players assume the role of James Bond Agent 007 in this game, which sporadically follows the events of the movie. Along with Metal Gear Solid, it was one of the first games to popularize stealth mechanics on modern consoles. The sniper rifle was one of the first weapons to make use of the game's excellent stealth mechanics. One of the most satisfying weapons in the game, it gave players the exact sense of power play should have been when sniping enemies from a covert position.
Breaking news from Georgia. The separatists have occupied the region alongside the Russian border.
14. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. In 2017, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 was made available for the Xbox One, PC, and PS4. Due to numerous bugs and glitches, the open-world game had trouble getting off the ground when it first launched. Ghost Warrior 3 is a much more reliable experience as a result, though, after these problems were fixed by the CI Games developers. A straight-to-DVD sequel to the Sniper film series, starring Billy Zane and Tom Berenger, seems to be the story of this video game. Above all else, the game's sniping mechanics are what save it. The CryEngine-powered game uses a modern jungle backdrop for an impressively beautiful visual effect.
They were different. Religious. Militant. It was a goddamn cult.
Collapse is upon us, my children.
They started buying up every farm for miles.
13. Far Cry 5. In 2018, Far Cry 5 was made available for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Running and gunning to silent and stealthy play have all been supported by the series throughout its run. But the most satisfying and rewarding experience is unquestionably the stealth strategy. Naturally, Far Cry 5's sniping experience is one of the best Ubisoft games have to offer in terms of execution. It's one of the best all-around sniper rifles and weapons in the game to use the ARCL. The ARCL will become a mainstay in the player's arsenal once it has a scope and silencer attached.
Southern tip of Cuba. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
12. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. On the PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes was released in 2015. It was much shorter than the main release because it served as a standalone prologue to The Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes, however, is regarded by many series fans as offering a superior stealth experience due to its focused missions and replay value. The sniping mechanics in the game and watching enemies pass through the scope's view while it is pouring rain further support this. Observing the enemy soldiers go about their business and engage in conversations only adds to the game's story and mechanics richness.
The Battle of Berlin was at its height now. Close quarters fighting on every street. Snipers on every rooftop.
11. Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. In 2012, Rebellion Developments released the first Sniper Elite V2, which was a direct sequel to the World War II-themed Sniper Elite. The player assumes the role of an American sniper in the sequel, which is set during the 1945 Battle of Berlin. The Nazi Zombie Army DLC was released in 2019 and includes new characters as well as updated graphics, frame rates, and sound. In comparison to AAA military stealth games like Metal Gear Solid 5, the Sniper Elite games are significantly less expensive. On the other hand, sniping and stealth mechanics are among the best in the genre. The player is only able to use outdated weapons as opposed to the cutting-edge equipment that Solid Snake or Sam Fisher would employ. Players must conceal their gunshots without using silenced weapons by syncing their shots with background noises and distractions. (10) Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is a stunning first-person shooter set during World War II that was created by the same team that created the Star Wars Battlefront series and released in 2018. One of the best single-player modes in the series. However, as is always the case, the true meat of the game is found in multiplayer. It's a lot of fun for sneaky and stealthy types to use a sniper rifle to take them because the maps are large, and there are usually many other players engaged in combat. It takes a lot of practice to use a sniper rifle effectively in battle, but once you do, any player becomes a serious threat, especially in Firestorm, the Battle Royale mode in Battlefield 5. 9. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. For the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Ghost Recon Wildlands was released in 2017. The Far Cry, Splinter Cell, and Rainbow Six game series were also developed by Ubisoft. This game is a clear example of their expertise in creating open-world games with stealth and sniping. Since Wildlands contains elements from all of Ubisoft's previous games, it has the feel of their greatest hits. The sniping and stealth elements work very well, and it is very satisfying to take our enemy soldiers from a distance, even though not everything fits together perfectly. 8. Sniper Elite 4. In 2017, Sniper Elite 4 was released for the PS4, PC, and Xbox One. World War II serves as the setting once more for this installment, which marks the series' first foray into more expansive open-world settings, full of imaginative and enjoyable opportunities to snipe targets. Sniper Elite 4 is the most ambitious game in the series, even though the budget is still very much in the AA range when compared to Metal Gear Solid. Although it has the best-looking visuals the series has ever had, the Hitman series rivals it in terms of clever open-ended mission design and sniping mechanics. 7. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. The fourth installment of the series, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, was published in 2019. The game, which was released on the PS4, Xbox, and PC, chooses mission-based scenarios over the open-world design of its predecessors. The missions are still intended to be semi-open and give players a lot of flexibility in how they approach targets, despite the more focused structure. One of the most intense sniper experiences is Contracts, thanks to the realistic bullet physics and the requirement for timing and precision. 6. Hitman 2. Hitman 2 is the direct sequel to the episodic original, which was released in 2016. It was released in 2018 for all major consoles and the PC. The Legacy Pack, which contains updated versions of the missions and ancillary content from the original game, is available to original game owners. There are missions specifically designed for snipers and assassins that function as a different game from the base game, which offers players some fantastic sniping opportunities. Agent 47 has plenty of inventive ways to take out his targets in these missions, as well as ways to create openings and distractions. Although it isn't a rigorous sniping experience like those in the Ghost Warrior series, it is a lot of fun and has a surprising amount of depth and replay value. 5. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which was released in 2019, received harsh criticism at launch for having bugs and a lack of features in comparison to its predecessors. With updates, patches, and DLC that are based on a story, the game has nevertheless kept getting better. Players have incredible opportunities to use sniper rifles to eliminate opponents thanks to the game's vast and open landscapes. For those who enjoy using such equipment, there is a wide selection of sniper rifles, scopes, and other modifications. 4. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is proof that a game can be excellent if its creators continue to work on it and pay attention to player feedback after its initial launch problems. It has become a game that devotees of the Star Wars series keep coming back to because of its multiplayer, but its surprisingly good single-player mode is also worthwhile to try out. The sniper rifles in Battlefront 2 are some of the coolest weapons and feel especially exclusive to the Star Wars universe. Learning how to use a sniper rifle effectively will help players succeed in both the campaign and multiplayer modes. 3. Sniper Elite 3. On the PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC, Sniper Elite 3 was released in 2014. The prequel to Sniper Elite V2 takes place 3 years before the events of its predecessor, but takes place during World War II. With much less linear environments than its predecessors, the game's narrative is set during the North African conflict. As a result, players have a wider range of options for how to approach their objectives. With its Mortal Kombat-style X-rays that show bones breaking and internal organs being decimated, the slow-motion kill cam is even more graphic. 2. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077, which was released in December 2020 for all major platforms, has drawn a lot of flack for having difficult launch problems. A very good combat system with some amazingly unique weapons is available, though it requires enough patience to put up with the bugs. A great way for players to progress through the game, if they prefer more stealthy strategy, is with the help of some of the best weapons in the game, including sniper rifles. For instance, the Breakthrough Sniper Rifle can pass through concrete walls, and the Ashura Smart Sniper can even fire guided missiles that will automatically seek out headshots. 1. Hitman 3. The maps in Hitman 3 are enormous sandboxes that serve as Agent 47's murderous playground, similar to those in the previous games in the Hitman World of Assassination series. As a result, players have what seems like countless options and chances to take out their targets. This also applies to using a sniper rifle on various maps, which frequently have ideal vantage points that must be discovered and used. With a sniper rifle, observing your target and taking advantage of the right moments to open doors and cause distractions is the best way to approach them. That's all there is to say about the top sniper games. For more of this kind of thing, check out 15 amazing upcoming single-player games 2022-2023, if for some reason that hasn't been able to quench your thirst. Now that the list is complete, you can stop holding your breath to sustain your aim. See you at the next one.